Hello everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a filing so exciting it's practically still in beta testing. That is, if financial filings could be described as such. We're cracking open Avidia Bancorp's recent 10Q filing. It is a quarterly report that's basically a checkup on its financial health, or at least the health of its future holding company. It looks like Avidia Bancorp is trying to become a full-fledged player in the stock market's game, but as of now they are working on getting their foot on the door. If you appreciate financial insights delivered straight to you without the corporate jargon, make sure to subscribe and join our awesome Corporate Decoder Discord community. Link is in the description below. First off, standard filing stuff. This is a 10Q document, meaning it's a quarterly report filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC. This particular one is for the quarterly period ended March 31, 2025. It's how companies keep investors updated between the big annual reports. Okay, so here's a fun fact. As of June 27, 2025, Avidia Bancorp actually has 0 shares of common stock outstanding. Zilch and nada. That's because the company is just getting off the ground. Now here's where things get a little quirky. Avidia Bancorp itself is brand new. They were just created to serve as a holding company for Avidia Bank, but the holding company structure wasn't quite finalized as of the report. So the actual numbers we're about to dig into, they're not Avidia Bancorp's directly. They belong to Assabet Valley Bancorp actually, the mutual holding company that's in the process of converting to the stock form. Basically think of Assabet as Avidia's soon-to-be parent. So things are more of a handoff situation than an outright transfer. It's like a financial relay race. Alright, let's get to the nitty-gritty numbers from the first quarter of 2025. The big picture is this. Total assets were sitting at about $27 billion. Not bad. On the other side, total liabilities were around $2.5 billion, leaving them with a total capital or owner's equity of about $100. BP about 100, and Modi comes from other people deposits, which is the primary source for a bank like this. It goes to show that even big banks sometimes have more debt than straight up cash. Alright, let's see what the numbers suggest. We are interested in the first 3 months here. Of digging into the income statement, we see total interest and dividend income of $31 million. It means that at first sight, Avidia makes $19 million for the first 3 months of 2025. However, it also includes a big credit loss expense, a non-cash charge for credit loss of $17.3 million, eating up all its profits, which ended with a $19 million dirhams for the first 3 months of 2025. However, it also includes a big credit loss expense, a non-cash charge for credit loss of $17.3 million, eating up all its profits, which ended with a $19 million for the first 3 months of 2025. However, it also includes a big credit loss expense, a non-cash charge for credit loss of $17.3 million, eating up all its profits, which ended with a third 11 to 9 income loss. Let's pivot to see what the cash flow suggests. Net cash that was used by operating activities was $22 million. However, cash used in investing activities was about $45 million, which meant Avidia Assabet spent a lot more money than it earned. The bright side is it was compensated by $67.9 million net cash provided by financing activities. The question is what it did to grow so hard without an IPO. Deposits also increased by $67 million, meaning that this financing came from client trust, as the bank did not have any income from an IPO and decided to spend big this quarter. Diving down to the liability side, they are holding about $261 million in securities available for sale. It's very risky for an institution like this to hold securities rather than investing with it. The reason being that the net loss of securities available for sale added up $541,000 for the business. This is to say, Avidia Bank decided to venture into stocks and bonds for whatever reasons, and if it's profitable or not, it's something to watch out. There were also changes to loan portfolios, which led to a $295,000 expense to credit loss expense for the quarter ended. The details of the loans may paint a picture of the near future of an institution like this. However, for you and me, it might be some accounting mumbo jumbo. You may have a better view on it from your own perspective. Now let's switch gears to the more arcane parts. The filing mentions a few accounting pronouncements from the Financial Accounting Standards Board, or FASB. Basically, these are rule updates for how companies have to report their financial information. The filing discusses their investments diving into available for sale and held to maturity securities. These are basically bonds and similar investments, places the bank puts its money to earn a return. They're not moving all of its investments somewhere else, as it doesn't seem necessary based on what we observed so far. Also in the report, it says that Avidia is trying to sell at a premium the direct merchant processing book, which had gross sales volume of approximately 33.9 million for the quarter ended March 31, 2025, which will help pay off the cost for Avidia in the long run, as always. It indicates that they didn't fully comply by the Security and Exchange Act of 1934. Not good. The market side is quite concerning. In the even of an instantaneous parallel 200 basis point decrease in market interest rates, what do you think would happen? Most people would want their loans paid out, resulting in what economists call a mess, which would affect Avidia a lot. What is interesting is that the income came from an investment of 279,000 USD, which is a better number from 212,000 on the previous term. A smart low risk move that is paying well. Finally, the signatures are here to end this document. Some VP agrees to be a senior officer of the report et tu. So what's the word after decoding Avidia Bancorp? Here's my take. Avidia is kind of working to get listed on the market and getting their legal foot ahead. However, on a revenue point of view, they are not doing good, as the report highlights that expenses surmounts revenues. The bright side is that customer seems to want to deposit into it. The company may be betting on the long game, trying to secure market position and diversify its offerings, hoping for future expansion. The road appears bumpy, with the high possibility of getting hit by economic instability, but it'll be interesting to see if they manage the conversion and chart a profitable course. What do you think of Avidia Bancorp's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe if you found this decode interesting, and don't forget to join our Discord community, link in description. Stay tuned folks, and see you in the next filing.